over the Anzio beachhead, we finally had a chance for the first time to really get into aerial combat, and that's when we, in that one mission, I think we shot down 13 aircraft, and for the day 17 or something like that. Again, the figures are lost with time. That's when people started paying us attention, by the way. Before that, they hadn't really paid us much attention, although we were known as the outfit. If you needed to have a bomb placed on a target, there was no question about who they picked. As a matter of fact, I can recall they had one stronghold over on the English side of the line in Italy that they asked us to go over and take out this stronghold that the Germans had, because the bombs had to be thrown in the windows of a castle. And we were the one outfit that they knew could do that.
I think white flyers were at a disadvantage in some respects in those days. They brought them in, they put them together, they flew primary, they broke them up, they moved them, they went to basic, they broke them up again, they moved them, went to advanced, boom. They went to fighter training or bomber training. Then they went overseas, and replacements came over behind them. A new man in the organization, no one knew anything about him. You could get killed before you found out he was a bum. Right? With us, they kept us together. We knew each other. We flew together. We knew each other's foibles. We knew each other's good points. When we went overseas and we got replacements, when he walked through the tent flap, you knew what kind of person he was. He was either a good pilot or he was a bad pilot. He had a lack of moral fiber, or he was a gung-ho guy. It was something you knew about him that made you comfortable with him or uncomfortable. If it was uncomfortable, you could take the actions to make sure that it didn't work to you.
We were faced in a segregated situation, fighting in a segregated situation. And we were fighting against a racist power, the Axis powers, but in a segregated situation. So we had two things to prove. We had to prove, first of all, that we could do what they said that we could not do. And secondly, that we could do it under these circumstances, which we did. And that created a bond of camaraderie, a bond of togetherness that lasted throughout the years. You know, even going through cadets, you know, the white folks didn't want us to get through cadets. Many a night, I think, and I know I have done this, that we've had some fellows that would have some tough times, and we'd sit up with them all night long and hold them in our arms to give them the strength to get through. I get emotional about that, I'm sorry. It wasn't easy.
And as I started another turn, I picked up on another fighter. And he started straight down, and I was right behind him firing all the way. And we got down to around 1,000 feet, and then he decided at the last minute to try to evade, and I started firing again. He rolled over and attempted a split S and went right into the ground. That was number 3. It was quite a day, and as I say, I'll never forget it, and probably, well, I won't say it's the most memorable day in my life, but it was one of the most memorable.